Hey, hey, hey! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Hi, guys. Welcome to Super Days with Super Dave. I'm your host, Super Dave, Director of Training with Best Life Creation Society. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Happy day. Happy whatever it is to you. Happy afternoon. Happy evening. Happy whatever. I'm really excited. I wanted to share some wisdom, some insight, a new perspective on everything that we're doing in Best Life. Obviously, there's so many amazing things going on. We'll talk about that here shortly. But, and I see Jen's here. Hi, Jen. It's really, really powerful because look at it like this, okay? In Best Life, we talk about this concept and this idea of you're building up a foundation of feeling good. Everything that we do with the training is about understanding how to have a stronger connection with who you truly are and really building it up so that way you have a foundation of truly feeling the connection of who you are, i.e. feeling good. We were designed to feel good. We were designed to have joy and to experience and express emotions, the freedom of our emotions, but ideally here to seek joy and expand. And that's really ideally what we're here to do. And so once we've built up that foundation of what feels good, the next thing that we can really start to explore, guys, is our wonderful, beautiful ability to create some fine-tune adjustments with everything that we do. And I'm really, really thrilled about this fine-tune adjustment because it's so, so, so powerful. I see Ava here. Hi, Ava. Yeah, it's very, very, very powerful. It's I hope for you guys, I hope it's going to be empowering. Because again, when we've built up this foundation of what feels good to us, now we start to tap into what foundationally we can fine-tune adjust. Because these fine-tune adjustments, what they do more than anything is they teach one how to strengthen their connection with who they truly are and to make it even more simplified. You heard that right. To strengthen the connection and to make it even more simplified. And so I really, really love this topic because as you guys saw from the title, it's called When we pivot completely. Let's talk about that for a second. Because what do I mean when I say pivot? Pivot is basically the idea to shift. And think of it like this. If you were going down a road and you were just to move 1 inch to the left or 1 inch to the right, very gentle, that's called a pivot. But here's the magic with a pivot. If you were going to continue down that road at that 1 inch to the left or the 1 inch to the right, you're going to a completely different destination. But the deal is that you don't pivot back. You stay in what you pivoted in. And so in Best Life, we talk about this as the concept of our own particular vibrations. So, and I do have a real life example. So this is very, very powerful, and I'm excited to do that. So, hello, Mansoor. Happy day, happy evening, happy hello to you. I'm glad you're here. I wanted to share this because it's very, very powerful because people think that pivot means to pivot and then get back into the groove. But there was even an audio that Jen had shared. Jen with Best Life had shared, our CEO, Jen Kazmarchek, which was, we don't go, oh, this is good, but, oh, things are going fantastic. However, oh man, my life is absolutely tremendous. Except, see, because that's not fully pivoting. That's not fully pivoting. Pivoting means that when you pivot completely. You pivot completely from what you don't want, and you're now focused only on what you do want. That really is a true pivot. That other thing is like this goofy, like grooved in, like, life is amazing, but let's see how hard I can make it. And when you look at it from that perspective, you go, why would anybody do that? Well, it doesn't really matter why. Here's what we can say. For a lot of people, it's just really common. So the fine-tune adjustment with what I'm sharing with you guys today is that when you pivot completely. And how do we do that? By making a decision. When we say that we're now feeling good, we don't be realistic. We don't go, yeah, but, the circumstances of what could happen. No. Because think of it like this. When we're feeling good, we're in the present moment, right? Anytime in our lives when we have any sort of contrast or some sort of dissatisfaction come in, it tends to pull us out of the present moment. And I figure that pretty much makes sense. If you guys have any expansions on this, feel free please to write anything to me in the comments below. But we're in that present moment. So if we're in the present moment, that means that we're there and we're enjoying all of it. But if we're going, oh, it feels so good, but, or I really love the way my life is working, except, ask yourself that. So are you really in the present moment, or are you finding yourself yanking yourself back out of the present moment? It's a powerful concept to consider. Because when you've really fully pivoted completely, you're not looking back. You're not going, oh my gosh, my life is so amazing, except for this one area. Let me tell you about that. No, because you're just so wonderfully having your attention on the present moment and in the present space and in the present, here it is. And so I want to share this example with you guys, a real life example that happened with me around pivoting. So, and I'll say it with this powerful caveat. We are here to feel good. We are not here to control others. We are here to feel good. We are not here to control others. But here's what we are here to control. Our vibration. We're here to control how we feel and what we feel and why we feel what we feel. And that's perfect. And so the other night I had some dissatisfied energy come into my space. And when you get to, like we're talking about with this fine-tuned adjustment, a space of foundationally feeling good, I really feel this, you guys. You will get to a space where you won't tolerate anything less than satisfaction. Ever. In every area of your life. And if I'm being intense, so be it. Because here's the power. When you're really, really feeling good and when you really, really understand who you truly are, and you're no longer looking outside to influences around you, and even if they are happening, you're like, oh, that's that. You don't tolerate anything less than satisfaction. So there was some dissatisfaction coming into my life. And so since I'm here to control my vibration, I was like, nope, I'm not going down that realm. See, here's the thing, guys. I could have, in essence, like we're talking about, pivoted into a vibration that I didn't want. But I didn't. I stayed in my lane. I stayed in that energy of what felt satisfying. I took a deep breath, noticed the satisfaction, acknowledged the dissatisfaction, and very gradually, to my mind, I could just feel, let's consult with inner being. We all have our inner being. Our inner being is that unlimited portion of who we are. Closed my eyes. I said, what's the right move here? And very gently, from inner being, I heard recreation. And then wonderfully from the mind, it was like, oh, I know an activity we can do. And that's how it goes, guys, because I was not going to tolerate anything less than satisfaction in my life. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a pivot. A true pivot. I completely shifted my vibration into what I wanted and not went like, maybe I should be realistic with this. No one says you have to be realistic with the things that you don't want. It's just like if you guys went to a buffet. No one's forcing your hand. Sorry about my hand being shaky here for a second. But if you were to go to a buffet, you take the things that you like and the things that you don't like. You don't have to eat them. You don't. You have the freedom to go, no thank you. And you also have the freedom to, if someone else is enjoying it, let them. It's their preference. It's their choice. It's like this, guys. If you're going to be in a universe where you have the freedom to control your vibration, allow people to have the freedom to choose what they want vibrationally as well. Yeah, you heard that right. This is more than just live and let live. This is the ability to grant people beingness for whatever it is that they're doing or not doing or saying or not saying. It's just so much easier and happier and fulfilling and freeing. I see some people here, so hi Donna, glad you're here. Who else is here? Oh, hi Stacy, glad you're here too. Yeah, there's just it's just so powerful because that's a pivot, guys, gays, whoever, I don't care. We're all here on this beautiful planet together, right? So, and another definition of gay is being happy. So this is really, really powerful because when you're really truly shining from your own essence of who you truly are, guys, that is the freedom. And understanding that we have the ability to pivot and we can pivot whenever we want, we also tap into something else that's really awesome is, and I'll just kind of add this as an extra little caveat, we're tapping into the ability to understand that even when contrast arises, it's a gift. It's a blessing. Here's me saying a little more on this. This is very, very powerful. I feel this is really going to resonate. And if it does, feel free to share this with anyone that you like. The universe is not testing you. You're not learning lessons. But you are receiving gifts, and you're 100% getting blessings. And I know I made that rhyme again, and I didn't mean to. I taught about it in a class earlier today, but it's true. The universe is not testing you. You're not learning lessons. You're literally getting these gifts and getting these blessings. Because these gifts and these blessings, guys, when you can view it as that, then contrast, or the things that you don't want, it's only that. There's no additional power to them. You have the beautiful ability, like I said, to acknowledge it, just like I did with the dissatisfied vibration, and then pivot, which means to completely shift your energy into what you want, back into a satisfied vibration, back into relief, back into harmony, back into satisfaction, back into excitement. It's the best. It's so fun. Don't just take my word for it. Try it for yourself. There's no way I will go back to being anything but happy and satisfied with every aspect of my life. And when contrast comes in, it comes in. Because contrast is going to happen, man. It just is. Isn't it great that not everyone's like you? And isn't it great that everyone is different from ourselves? We live in a universe filled with contrast and diversity and expansion. And if we didn't know what we didn't want, how would we know what we do want? So it's perfect that it's taking place and it's in this form. And then again, that we have this beautiful awareness and beautiful ability to pivot. And when we're aligning and shining from our space of satisfaction, because whatever that is for you, it is for you. That's perfect. Because there's a lot of different vibrations in the realm of satisfaction. I'll just kind of spitball a few of them, but you have things like calm, peaceful, bliss, happiness, excitement, exuberance, enthusiasm, playfulness, certainty, awareness, happiness, joyfulness, exhilaration, serenity. I could go on. Just a handful of just the vibrations of the different things that you can feel. And you can feel however you want to feel when you're feeling it. No one says that you have to go out and act like some sort of motivated weirdo and be like, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. No. You have the beautiful ability to go out there and feel what you want to feel whenever you feel it. You really do. And it's, everything is this beautiful gift and this blessing. And so, my encouragement to all of you guys is to go out there, practice this idea of pivoting, practice this idea. And, if it's a little tricky, that's okay. You don't need to be perfect with this at the gate. That's not the point. The point is to understand that you can connect with your inner being and with the connection to who you truly are at any time. So, I got a comment here from Jen. Let's see what she says here. Let's see if I can pull up the rest of it. Making a complete decided pivot, it is so freeing. But even if it takes you a bit, it's still good. Hey, I just said that. So yeah, exactly, Jen, and thank you. Because everything is for you guys. Even the contrast. When you know that the contrast is a blessing too and a gift, you're like, okay, this is good. But I really will tell you, it'll be amazing. It will be amazing when in your own life, because I've seen this from my life, where you get to a point where you're like, contrast? Woohoo! This is so awesome. And it's genuine. You're not weirded out by it. You're not like intimidated by it. You're just like, this is great. This is exactly what I was asking for. Oh man. And the cool thing is too, is that when you have contrast, when you have things come into your life that you don't want, consider this. The exact opposite of what you do want is already vibrationally created. It's now your job to come into a vibrational alignment with what it is that you're wanting. It's just like Einstein says, we can't tap into the level of the solution at the level of the problem. It's vibration, guys. He even said in his own words, if you want to know about the secrets of the universe, look to vibration, energy, and frequency. Einstein. Einstein said that. One of the smartest men to ever roam the earth, by many people's, estimation. He had a lot to say. This is very, very powerful, and it's within you. You don't need to be Einstein to tap into this knowledge. You don't need to be some guru. You don't need to be, a Gary Vaynerchuk or a Tony Robbins or anyone like that. You can just be you. And just by being you, you get to feel out what feels good to you. And because you feel out what feels good to you, it's just going to keep getting in easier and easier and easier. So I've got one little thing to share, but there's another cool comment I think that Jen wrote, so let's see what she says here. Yes, honor your feelings and use them to guide you to your alignment, and use them to keep you in your alignment. It's all about feeling good. It really is. And thank you, Jen. Yeah, it's all about feeling good. It is. It really is. And you're going to start to see that more and more and more. And if you want to know more about this, I've got great news. I talked about last week that we have an event coming up, and I'm very, very excited about it. I am beyond excited about it. It's called Align&Shine, and it's happening May 31st through June 2nd in Denver, Colorado, which is my home sweet home currently. And it's going to be so powerful, guys. I'm so excited for you to come. If it's something that you want to know more about, you want to know about being a member in Best Life, and we're incorporating it with the Abraham Esther Hicks event that's going to be taking place around that same time. So if you want to know more about it, if you want to register for the event, there's no requirement to even register for the event with Abraham. But if you do decide you want to register for the Best Life event, the Best Life event is free. But it's for members and guests. We're opening this particular event up to guests. It may not be that way for all the events moving down the road. Probably won't. But very, very exciting stuff, guys, because it's all about really aligning and shining in your own alignment. And really tapping into these things that I'm saying, because this is not just isolated to me, and this is not just isolated to someone who, appears to have it all together. This is for you guys too. You guys have the beautiful freedom to align and shine in the way that feels best to you as well. And I hope, again, with this example of what I've talked about with a pivot, that it's been something that's really been ideally beneficial. Because I can only feel what I feel. But if you guys found this to resonate, or if there's other things you want to add, please, let me know in the comments below. And again, check out our website, www.bestlifecreationsociety.com. And I see Jen put in there for our events. It's just .com/events. And then you can find out all about aligning and shining. So yeah, guys, this is pretty simple, but there's so much nuggets of gold to it. But it's really about just when you pivot completely. It'll just make life so much simpler. You won't be doing these things where it's like feeling good one day, feeling bad the next day. It helps eliminate that concept and that idea that we've heard about in personal development of roller coastering. If you guys don't like roller coasters, and if you don't like feeling the extremes, ups and downs, I'll give you a visual, okay, to kind of wrap this up. When you're in your own space of alignment, life no longer feels like this. Whereas this is contrast, and this is unexpected. It's more like this. See that bump? That was contrast. See this? This is your life. And it can be your life. And it can be your best life. And so I love you guys so, so much. Until we speak again, this is Super Dave, Director of Training with Best Life Creation Society, on this gorgeous Friday afternoon. And wherever you are in the beautiful world, saying, keep shining, keep aligning and shining. Until we speak again, may you make your best life with Best Life. Love you guys so, so much. Go out there and shine, baby. You all deserve it. You don't need any justification for why you're amazing. So I love you guys so, so much. Talk soon. Bye-bye.